Well guys, gonna do a little painting sometime today. I just finished up the seam sealing. Tried to do it as neat as I could. Used the tape and smooth her up. Just gonna paint this section from here, firewall, and the dash. I sanded this part of the firewall at 400, and I did the dash where it's exposed, where it's going to be exposed, with 500 dry, so it's pretty smooth. And like I said, there's not a lot of it that is exposed, so it's a fun little project. So now I gotta tear all this paper off and repaper it. Fun part. So it's gonna be a few hours yet, so just thought I'd turn the camera on, try making another little video. So I'll be back.
We're inside now, so can't see, so I'll turn it off.
Well guys, it's Thursday, it's 4:30. Got a little more done to her. I worked all morning cleaning up the interior, and seam sealing. Give it 2 coats of epoxy primer and seam sealed it. And I even seam sealed some stuff up under the dash there just to make sure there's no rattles and stuff like that. Wasn't planning on doing a whole lot, but this is what I get into, a mess. I'm not a very good seam sealer, but this never seen once the interior's in it, and it does look cleaner. So, but Tuesday I painted the dash and the firewall, and I gotta go back where the fender rubbed the paint off and touch that up. I want to get that just as soon as I go to put the fenders back on. Well, I'll do it before that so it's dry. But that all turned out pretty good. Right down to underneath. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing much, and this is what happened. She looks good. A lot cleaner. The dash turned out fairly decent. Pretty good reflection. I don't know if you can see my hand there, but I'm gonna cut and buff that because there is just a very little orange peel in it. Not a lot, a little bit. And I still haven't done the doors. And I'm gonna cut and buff just a little strip across the top. Just because the pad covers most of it. So anyways, I wanted to make this video just to give you an update what I'm doing. Like I said, it's not much. I didn't do anything yesterday. I was away and everything. And I'm about to spray the color very close to what the color of the car is going to be. I know it doesn't really matter. I was going to go black, and I was going to put it on with a brush, but that takes too long. I put all this epoxy primer on with a brush, and it probably took me, probably 5 hours today to clean this up and prime it. So, and I had a little bit of surface rusting around the holes up there, so I deadened that with the rust killer just to clean her up, and got the edges good, everything like that. So that should hold. And I was gonna brush the paint on, but it takes too long. So I'm gonna drape I got the plastic sheeting, the Norton stuff, so I'm gonna put that over it and spray it. I've picked the color, or I have picked the color. My wife picked the color for the car finally, and this is what we got. Actually, I suggested it. I saw a 2013 Camaro going the other day, and I couldn't catch the guy, but I was going to get the paint code off it. But I come home and Googled and got the paint code. It's WA 9414. On the internet it was called Rally Yellow, but this is competition yellow, and I really like the color. So she's going yellow, and there's the color there. And I didn't want to, this is just for the door jambs and under the deck lid, stuff like that. There's 2 quarts there to get me started, but I didn't want to waste the car paint in there. It's $56 a quart. So I went out to our local Canadian Tire, and I just got that stuck on there again, and I picked up a quart of Armor Coat rust paint. You can put it on bare or rusted metal, but I cleaned it up, like I said, and primed it. And this was $8.99 plus tax. There's the color bed. Let's see if we can get the two together here. there's not a lot of difference in those two colors. I guess there is when they're side by side, but I think this will be fine for in there, and then this will probably lighten up when it's sprayed. I'll probably end up reducing it. So just thought I'd show you that. That's what I'm going to use, is this here cheap stuff for the inside, save this stuff for the good stuff for the outside. So anyways, I'll try to turn the camera back on here when just as soon as I get this taped off and sprayed. I'm just going to give her a couple quick coats just to clean her up, and like I said, I'll do the floor later when the car's all done. I'll come in here and do the floor again before I put the carpet in or the sound deadening stuff, which I'm still looking for. And I think there's a local hardware place here that has that stuff that you stick on furnace ductwork. So that's what I'm going to use if I can find it. Go up the side of the panels and wherever I can put it once I get it, and along the floor, up the firewall there so far and everything. So anyway, so I'll be back here once I get her all sprayed yellow. There we go. I think I got her all bagged off, enough just to keep the overspray off it. That should do the trick. So I'll get ready to mix up the paint, and I'll be back here when she's yellow. Hope it doesn't take long. Hope it covers good. That paint usually does. So anyways, yeah, when I paint the competition yellow, the car paint, I have to paint the car white first with white base. I'm gonna go with GM Frost White, and this is a GM color too. I think I told you that, but probably a lot of you guys know. So just hoping I like it. So I'll be back here in a few minutes with the beginnings of the yellow, and I hope it looks alright. Well, I know it will in there, but it's going to give me an idea too what I'm going to think of a lot of yellow. So we'll be back. Well, it's not base coat, clear coat, but it kind of sprayed pretty nice. 3 coats, not quite a quart. I did reduce it, probably 10%, and I had some high gloss urethane hardener, I think it was. I don't know what it was. It was synthetic enamel hardener. People drop stuff off like this to me all the time. It's high gloss hardener. So I put that in it, and nothing happened, so I sprayed her on. It is drying because it was, yeah, it's tacking up already. Huh. And it's been about 15 minutes, so I cleaned her up. I sure hope she likes yellow. But I think the GM yellow is a little nicer. I think it's a little darker yellow. It's hard to tell because it's just on the lid, but tomorrow, first thing I do is going to clean this car up. There's paper everywhere. But tomorrow, I don't think I said this, I want to paint this part of the jam. Right from here, there's a weld right up under that tape where the pillar hooks onto the firewall. I want to paint from there down to here, this line here, this section, both sides, so I can put the fenders back on, because the yellow paint is going to go up in under the fender, and I want to get that painted so I can put the fender on and not have to take the fender off again. I don't mind taking doors on and off, but fenders are, once I get them lined up, I like to leave it this time. So this is it, nice and clean. I know it's not the right paint, but it's low budget and it did clean her up. So this should protect it. That was not an easy chore to try to get the gun to work properly. Trying to hold it upside down. And what I used was a little finish line gun. Has a small cup on it, so it was easier to use in there. So, anyways guys, there's a little bit more done. Like I said, I've been working hard at it, just picking away. And once I get those 2 hinge jambs in that area painted, I'm going to start putting, maybe Saturday, start putting the fenders back on. And get the doors back on and see what she looks like. I like to get it all together before I go back to work Monday, just to see what she looks like. Because I'll have to bring the hood out too, set it on there so I can line the fenders and stuff up and see how she goes. And also want to thank everybody for the nice response on that last video. Really appreciate it. Working away at answering the comments there. I'm a slow typer, so I am getting to them. So I'm gonna let you go here. Like I've said before, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, hanging around. Talk to you later. Have a good one.